solidifying his
Whoa,
position
whoa, whoa, whoa,
as the
chill,
strongest
chill.
three-year-old horse of
What the heck?
1994.
Alright, to celebrate the new season of UMA Musume Cinderella Grey, today we're going to be checking out Fuji Kiseki, the Phantom Triple Crown of UMA Musume, made by Firex. And yeah, without further ado, let's get right into it. Ooh.
In the world of horse racing,
damn.
there are
Hitting us with the
instances of
movie
horses who retired
visuals,
far
boys.
too early, whether it be due to injury or a tragic passing. These
Damn. Oh, no, bruh. Damn. Really? Starting off, brother.
due to
Starting
injury
off,
or a tragic
showing us Rice Shower. Oh, dude, we are about to get cooked on this one, boys.
passing. These horses were unable to truly display their talent with the duration of a full
And
racing
Agnes
career.
Tachyon as well, man.
Silent Suzuka and Agnes Tachyon are two well-known examples in the UMA Musume fandom.
Mm-hmm.
However, there would be one more shining star amidst these what-if stories. An Uma who would be the source of inspiration for Jungle Pocket,
Let's go.
one who dazzled the audience and took the racing world by storm. This is the story of Fuji Kiseki,
Oh my
Japan.
God, bro. Like, seeing this again after a few months of not watching the movie. Oh my God, bro. Like, the visuals, I've said it many times before, but dog, the visuals on that movie is just insane, bro.
Dazzling star. Fuji Kiseki was born on April 15, 1992 at the Shodai Farm in Hokkaido.
Okay.
The Shodai Farm, as mentioned in past videos, is a major center for the world of Japanese horse racing. This farm is run by the Yoshida family. Most notably, this farm would be instrumental in elevating Japanese horse racing.
You're telling me this is what Hokkaido looks like?
With the
Yeah, hold up. You're telling me this is what Hokkaido looks like? Damn. This is beautiful, boys. This is beautiful as hell.
instrumental in elevating Japanese horse racing with the acquisition of Sunday Silence in 1990. Sunday would be Kiseki's sire, and the sire of over 1,500 foals.
Yeah,
Sunday
my
Silence
dude
was
got
an
busy
incredibly
with
strong
that one, bro.
racehorse from America, who would be Japan's leading sire for over a decade. Even in modern day, his lineage acts to shape the racing world.
And like, brother, like Sunday Silence's like lineage. I don't think a lot of people know how many horses came out of him, bro. Like the amount of like damn, what's that word? Superstars that came from Sunday Silence alone, dude. You will hear some big names out there, bro.
Sunday Silence, Kiseki's dam was Mill Racer, an American mare who had a brief racing
Ooh, hold up. Okay.
history before venturing to Japan.
Loki, I thought I'd be hearing a little bit of
Fuji
those,
Kiseki
but
and Jungle
it's not.
Pocket grow close alongside one another. For Pocket, it's Kiseki's guidance in her darkest hour following Takyon's retirement.
Like, dude, Fiji Kiseki or Fuji Kiseki was basically Jungle Pocket's senpai. And dude, I really love that one moment where both of them just like ran together, and how Jungle Pocket got through her slump because of Fuji Kiseki.
And for Kiseki, it would be aiding Pocket in achieving a dream that she could never reach.
Damn,
this bond,
man.
much like many others in the series, are based on real-life events. Both Jungle Pocket and Fuji Kiseki shared a lot of similarities in their racing career. Both horses were owned by Yomoji Saito, being the main two horses at
yo,
Saito's
this is
stable.
bringing me back,
Yomoji
boys.
Saito was encouraged to become a racehorse owner by Zenya Yoshida after approaching Yoshida for advice on land Saito owned in Hokkaido.
Ooh, okay.
These words of encouragement would shape the future of Saito's career, officially becoming a registered racehorse owner in 1992. Following the establishment of his title as an owner, Saito would acquire Kiseki to
This is what I'm noticing more and more now as I'm getting more into Uma Musume and like horses just in general. Bro, like the way they shine there's just something just like alluring towards it that just kind of like makes you wowed.
Records
I
of the
don't know if I'm
Shogai
making
farm,
sense
they're one of
with
various
that, but
private
like
sales the estate
it's
has.
just
Even
horses,
long
bro.
after
Horses are
establishing
amazing as
himself
fuck.
as a racehorse owner, Saito still fondly recalls the early days of his career, describing the elation he felt when purchasing a new horse and the process of naming that followed. A common
Oh,
practice in
dude,
Japanese
that's
horse
cute.
racing is using a prefix for all horses owned by a certain group or individual.
Ooh,
Examples of this are the Mejido and Simbali horses, named
really?
after the farm they were born on. Saito instead aimed to have a deeper meaning behind the horses he acquired. He wanted to first incorporate his hometown of Fuji City
Fuji,
and a meaningful
okay.
term alongside naming Kiseki. Seeking advice from a friend knowledgeable in minerals, Saito came to settle on the name Fuji Kiseki, which would pay honor to Saito's hometown with Fuji, and with
Oh,
Kiseki
dude.
translating to
Also,
miracle or glittering.
Doug, this is one of the things I love about Japanese like culture. They name the I think their naming sense of people and whatnot is like they kind of base it on something meaningful towards them. So that's like one of the things I like about it.
Stone. With this naming scheme, Saito hoped that Kiseki's career would be miraculous, creating a horse who would shine and
My
traverse a
God,
glorious path
dude.
throughout the course of their
Brother, the
career.
way she
This
just
term, Kiseki, would
sprints,
also be a
bro.
direct visual representation in beginning of a new era, being the shining stone on the necklace Jungle Pocket wears throughout the film. This not only is a direct reference to the name Fuji Kiseki, but also pays a subtle nod to the legacy Pocket carried on in honor of the UMA she admired so much. Pocket
Oh,
always carried the stone with her, and only when she faced extreme hardship following Agnes Tachyon's retirement did
damn,
the
bro.
stone show signs of imperfection, a direct contrast to the word Kiseki's meaning. Only through Fuji Kiseki would Pocket regain herself, continuing the legacy left behind by her senior. With such a meaningful history behind his name,
Like,
Kiseki would be paired
damn,
with
man.
Sakai Watanabe, who would act as Kiseki's trainer, and be jockeyed by Masayoshi Ebina for his debut
Ooh,
race. While training Kiseki, Watanabe stated that he suspected he'd start slowly due to a struggle with getting Kiseki out of the gate. Even with this bump in
interesting.
training, Watanabe had faith in Kiseki's ability to be able to spurt down the final straight. Win or lose, they wanted to see how Kiseki would perform, treating this 1200-meter
Oh my
debut as a
God.
mile race despite the difference in distance. Alongside Watanabe, Ebina would also see firsthand just how capable Kiseki was as a racer.
Okay.
Ebina would recount the fact that the horse would move so quickly and smoothly that he had to
UMA,
do little
boys.
to control or keep his
UMA.
pace. Even with the short distance of his debut, both Watanabe and Ebina stated that Kiseki still had a lot left in the tank. He ran
Ooh,
sprint
okay.
and mile races as if he were walking. With all these impressive feats,
Yo,
even prior to
that
his
is
debut,
wild.
the belief was there that Fuji Kiseki could have a possibility to win a race in the classics. On August 20th, 1994, Fuji Kiseki would enter the gate for his debut race,
Yeah,
despite
what,
being at
fourth
the
right
back of
now?
the pack
Or third?
and a slight mishap occurring on the race course.
Oh,
Kiseki would pull ahead and secure the
shit.
first one of his career. He not only win this race, but will win with over 5
God
lengths over the
damn,
second.
bro. Oh my God. Dog, the moment I saw that, it literally gave me flashbacks of freaking of Rice Shower, bro. What the
Fuji
fuck?
Kiseki would enter the gate for his debut race, despite being at the back of the pack and a slight mishap occurring on the race course.
dude, that
Kiseki would pull ahead and secure the first one of his career.
Yeah,
He
like
not only win
seeing
this
accidents
race,
like
but will
that,
win with over 5 lengths
it's
over the
just
second place
so
horse,
fucking
Shell
hard,
Queen.
man.
Just as his trainer and jockey had predicted, Fuji Kiseki showed a display of dominating power with his maiden debut.
Okay.
From an early age, Kiseki was highly evaluated as a top horse from the first crop of Sunday Silence offspring, and winning his debut, Watanabe and Saito wanted to see just how much this gemstone could shine. Instead of
Aw.
sticking to sprint races, Kiseki would instead aim to compete in the Momiji Stakes, an ungraded mile-long race held in October. This
Ooh,
race would
okay.
pit Kiseki against the first rival he'd faced in his short career, Tayasu Tsuyoshi. In addition, Ebina would not be jockeying Kiseki in this race either. Instead,
Interesting.
Kiseki would be jockeyed by Koichi Tsunoda, the jockey who'd ride Kiseki for the remainder of his racing career. Just like his debut, Kiseki would stay mid-pack for a majority of the race and begin to advance approaching the final homestretch.
Yeah,
Unlike
bro
his
is just
debut,
him, man.
Tsuyoshi
Damn.
would pursue, quickly tailing as they approached the
Yo,
finish line.
these two are
Keeping the
battling
lead,
it out.
Kiseki
Oh
would
my
pull ahead
gosh.
of Tsuyoshi, claiming his second win barely by a half length over second place. This
Ah,
result
damn.
would also be a record time of 1 minute 35.5 seconds. As the year came to a close, there was one race for Kiseki to participate in that would solidify him as one of the strongest of his age group. This race would be the Asahi High Sansei Stakes, which is
Ooh,
considered as the
okay.
most competitive race for 2-year-olds in
Mhm.
Japanese horse racing. By aiming to win this race, Fuji Kiseki would prove his strength over other horses of his age bracket. A lot was on the line not only to continue Kiseki's winning streak, but also to make a statement. Kiseki, being the first crop of foals by Sunday Silence,
Yo.
had the
Starting off
opportunity
with
to
this,
usher in a
it's
new
already
era
making
of
me
racing,
smile,
showcasing
dog.
the strength this new dominant lineage would bring to Japan.
It's just making me
This
anticipate
race,
what's to
held on
come
December
next.
11th, 1994, will also have Kiseki race against Ski Captain, another strong
Ooh.
contender who'd be seen as a
I
rival
don't think
at
I've
this
heard of
point
him
in
yet.
Kiseki's career. Not only would this be Fuji Kiseki's first state-graded race, but it would also be his first G1 participation as well. This would be seen as a display of confidence Watanabe had for a strong performance. When exiting the gate, Kiseki had performed the same as his previous
got
two
number
races,
one. Aye.
keeping his pace and accelerating at the final corner.
Really,
This
bro's
would
in
be
the
closest race
the
yet, with
inner
Ski
side.
Captain quickly gaining on the lead position.
Damn, yo,
Barely
my
by a
boy is
head,
coming
Fuji
throughout the
Kiseki would
outside.
win
What
the
the
Asahi High,
fuck?
solidifying his
Whoa,
position as the
chill.
strongest 3-year-old horse of 1994. 3
Dude,
starts
that was
and
so
3
freaking
first-place
close.
finishes. Needless to say, the string of victories were already impressive.
Bro. Okay. Bro was really trying to get that shit, dude. Like, I don't know how. Like, brother was all the way out here. Fuji Kiseki was down over here at the inner side. But dog was bro was chasing him.
Captain quickly gaining on the lead position. Barely by a head, Fuji Kiseki would win the Asahi High.
Like, bro, look how close that is, bro. Nah, dog, that is wild.
Place finishes. Needless to say, the string of victories were already impressive. Fuji Kiseki ended 1994 undefeated.
Damn, bro. That is fucking crazy.
Plans entering his 3-year-old year to have him participate in the classic races for the Triple Crown. It would come as a shock to no one that at the beginning of the year in 1995, Fuji Kiseki would enter the Yayoi Show. As a quick refresher, the Yayoi Show is widely seen as a precursor race to the Triple Crown series. By this point, Fuji Kiseki had become a star in the racing world, and just like his name, continued to shine on the racecourse. Fuji Kiseki was the overwhelming fan favorite to win this race as well. This strong support came from the undefeated history in 1994, and from the highly regarded pedigree of Sunday
Fuji
Silence.
Kiseki was just cooking back then, bro. Oh my gosh.
Cementing his status as a strong contender for the classic Triple Crown. This race would show Japan Fuji Kiseki's brilliant performance and clearly be reflected in beginning of a new era. The way the anime displayed the captivated audience and the elegance with Fuji Kiseki's performance. The sheer dominance on the race
brother,
course,
look at how she sprints, like in the anime and in real life.
A victory by 2.5 lengths over
dude, look at how crazy that is, man.
Hokai Roseo, cementing his status as a strong contender for the classic Triple Crown.
Oh
this
my
race would show Japan Fuji Kiseki's brilliant performance and clearly be reflected in beginning of a new
and now
era.
check out how she runs in the anime.
The elegance with Fuji Kiseki's performance. The sheer dominance,
like brother,
of the
look
course,
at that.
The tension and the payoff all seem to reflect this race perfectly. Right down to the emotional reaction of Kiseki's trainer, Tanabe, overwhelmed by emotion seeing how far her career had come.
Damn.
Unfortunately, just like many horses we've covered before, the final curtain call would come early for Fuji Kiseki's career. After the Yayoi Show, a training schedule was set to have Kiseki participate in the Satsuki Show, the first leg of the Japanese Classic Triple Crown series. Before proper training and conditioning could begin, it was discovered. Is it
before this or after this that he gets injured?
Ending his racing career. This not only caused Kiseki to retire early, but once more left a yearning by fans who would never be able to see future races from their favorite horse. Fuji Kiseki was only beginning to enter the prime of his career, with thoroughbred racehorses reaching their peak around their 4-year-old year. The Yayoi show was only a taste of what Kiseki was capable of, and now
Damn,
all
bro.
the audience could do was wonder what could have been. Even though Fuji Kiseki's career ended abruptly, just like many instances we've seen before, through that retirement, a new legacy would be created. Witnessing Fuji Kiseki race, Jungle
My
Pocket would
dog's
be
snoring right
inspired
now,
to
bro.
become a Uma
What the heck?
Musume just like her, aiming to amaze her audience with a display as magnificent as the race she witnessed at the start of the film. She doesn't only look up to Kiseki, but Jungle
Oh,
Pocket
dude.
absolutely adores her.
Like,
This
bro, Jungle Pocket, the way Jungle Pocket sees Fuji Kiseki is just it's like the senpai that she has to climb towards to. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's like it's the senpai that kind of like inspired her to become what she is right now. That I think that's
despite her
the
rugged
the
rough
way she sees her,
exterior, when
and
around
also
her
maybe a
senior,
mentor as well.
Pocket's competitive nature melts away, most
Hmm.
notably with her tail
No,
wagging uncontrollably when she's
dog. I
around
remember this
Kiseki.
one.
In Uma Musume,
Bruh.
Fuji Kiseki considers the classic Triple Crown as her ultimate stage.
Damn.
Her eccentric personality and motifs of stage performances are inspired by her mother, who was a stage actress in the world of Uma Musume. Just like her
Oh.
mother, she aims to captivate the audience with a dazzling display of power while racing. Kiseki also is
Oof.
described as a natural-born leader, and
Mhm.
always does her best to care for her fellow Umas, who she affectionately refers to
And the
as her
way
darling
she
ponies.
carries
In
herself
Uma
in the
Musume Pretty
anime,
Derby, Fuji
she's
Kiseki's unique
very
skill
very
is
like
called Legs Above the
mature.
Wheel, only acting to heighten her yearning for this ultimate stage, and her
Damn,
ability
bro.
to dazzle the audience with an amazing performance. When Kiseki retired due to injury, her
Mm.
trainer, Tanabe, would also retire from his training duties alongside her. It is only at the request of his beloved Uma that he comes out of retirement to personally train Jungle Pocket. In beginning of a new era, Tanabe and Fuji Kiseki have an incredibly strong bond, and are regularly seen together throughout the course of the film.
Okay.
Both act to aid Pocket and encourage her, even during her moments of hardship. This, as mentioned earlier, is a direct reflection of her
Oh,
life
dude.
events.
Oh my god. Yo,
Trainer-
this scene, bro. This freaking scene was just so freaking hype because this was the moment Jungle Pocket took that W, man. This was the moment. And I think this was against I think this was against Dansu Flame that she won at. But bro, oh my gosh, yo, if you guys haven't checked out my reaction to that, oh like dog, it was just crazy.
Watanabe is modeled after Sakai Watanabe, who had trained both Jungle Pocket and Fuji Kiseki. To Watanabe, he saw training Pocket as a clear successor to a career that Kiseki could never continue, acknowledging the legacy that could be formed with Pocket's career. This is heavily symbolized in the movie with Jungle Pocket's victory at the Tokyo Yushun, a race which Fuji Kiseki failed to participate in, and
Damn, man.
subsequently failed to claim a victory for her beloved trainer. Even though we eventually see Kiseki train to enter future races, this unfortunately would be another instance of a happy ending to her career in Uma Musume. That
I
line
would
in
say
the
it's
film
it's
of being
it's
a
a little
far
bit
cry
of
once she once
sad
was
and happy.
hits so
I
much
would say it's a
harder
little bit
after
of
you
both.
realize just how promising her career could have been. In retirement, Fuji Kiseki became a breeding stallion, having a total of 1,876 foals in his breeding
Damn,
career.
okay.
Kiseki would be an extremely successful sire in both Japan and Australia. Fuji Kiseki would travel between Japan and Australia to ensure that a constant flow of mares could be bred alongside him. This only acted to keep
Alright.
the influence of Sunday Silence alive. Some notable names sired from Fuji Kiseki include Kinshasa no Kiseki, who won multiple G1 races, Isla Bonita, who would be named Japan's best three-year-old
I
colt
haven't
in
heard of Isla Bonita
2014
in a
after winning the Satsuki
long
Show,
time, bro.
and Kane Hikili, a successful dirt horse who would win the Japan Cup Dirt twice in 2005 and
Ooh, okay.
2008. Fuji Kiseki would live out the remainder of his life until December 28, 2015, where he died.
Also, I don't know if y'all or like the movie watchers know, but like the Fuji Kiseki and Agnes Takion's story sort of like I wouldn't say align with each other, but it's in a way they're both kind of similar. In which case, they both were dominating in the track, but then there comes a certain time in their careers where both of them, like earlier on, just kind of like get injured or just like it's so it's just so hard to like to see that because, bro, both of them were so promising. And I believe Agnes Sakian also was called the Phantom Triple Crown. I'm not really sure what Fuji Kiseki is like sort of called. I'm not sure if it's Phantom Triple Crown for Fuji Kiseki, but Agnes Sakion was for sure was called Phantom
At
Triple
the
Crown.
age of 23 from a cervical spine
But yeah,
injury.
both of them
By
are just
this
kind of
point,
they're kind of
Kiseki
the
had been
same in a
relocated
way.
back to the Shodai farm in 2011. He may have not been able to compete in the classic Triple Crown, but Kiseki still left his mark on the racing world.
Mm-hmm.
He'd been the first G1 winner sired by Sunday Silence, and just like his sire, had ushered in
Wow, dude.
countless new foals with an incredibly successful breeding career. A racehorse who showed immense strength and speed, captivating an audience with a dazzling display of potential and dominance, personified in UMA MUSUME as a kind and helpful Uma with one simple goal: to perform on the ultimate stage and make her mark on the racing world. One who,
Damn.
just like her name, shined brighter and brighter with each victory, and even
Mm-hmm.
with a career crushed by injury, will lead to inspire a new generation of Umas to come.
Wow, dude. Alright, overall thoughts on this Uma Musume lore and the video as well. Bro, Fireworks be cooking all his videos, man. Like the amount of storytelling that he does, the info that he gives us, and the way he kind of shares the info with us through like the edits and like through past races. Bro, it is so well done, man. So big shout out to Fireworks, bro. Big shout out to him. And yeah, overall thoughts, bro. Like I said, like at the ending, she or Fuji Kiseki has in a way kind of similar story with Agnes Takyon, in which case in the earlier cases of their career, they both kind of get injured before achieving like yes, that the triple crown status, which it was, I wouldn't say like hypothetically, let's just say it's very very possible for both of them to have been able to achieve that. Cause dude, the way they were moving, they were fucking cooking the track, bro. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy my reaction to Fuji Kiseki, comment, like, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.